My fellow investors, fellow Jamaicans, the world has woken up to a massive geopolitical shift. The United States and Israel has launched Operation Epic Fury, a joint military strike against Iran. No, this is not just a minor skirmish. Reports indicate a wide-scale aerial bombardment targeting command centers and nuclear facilities, with President Trump claiming that Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei has been killed. As an investor in Jamaica, your first instinct might be to panic. But let's look at what this actually means for your portfolio. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what this conflict means for the Jamaican investor. We're going to dive into the specific JSE stocks that are at risk, which company might actually benefit from the energy spike, the Wigton and the Innovative Energy Group, and why the JSE Main Market's recent record-breaking performance might be tested. If you want more videos like this, please hit that like and subscribe to the channel right now. It will really help our community grow. Plus, you will receive notification when we release more content like this in the future. The most immediate impact is hitting your gas station and your energy stocks. Oil prices have already begun to surge on the global market as the Strait of Hormuz, the most critical oil checkpoint, faces potential closure. Analysts are already revising Brent crude forecasts towards the $80 mark, a sharp jump from the $60 range we saw earlier this year. For the Jamaica Stock Exchange, this is a double-edged sword that requires a tactical look at your holdings. Companies like Wigton Wind Farm or the MPC Caribbean Clean Energy might see renewed interest as the green transition becomes an urgent matter of national security, rather than just an environmental goal. However, for our manufacturing and distributing giants like Wisynco or Grace Kennedy, higher energy and shipping costs would squeeze profit margins in the short term. The global chain supply was already fragile after Hurricane Melissa, and this conflict adds another layer of freight rate volatility that could delay the arrival of raw materials to Kingston's ports. Now, we also have to talk about inflation and the Bank of Jamaica. Just a couple days ago, on February 24th, the BOJ lowered the policy rates to 5.5% because inflation had cooled to 3.9%. This was supposed to be the start of an easing cycle that could help us rebuild post-hurricane, but a sustained spike in oil prices would force the BOJ to pause or even reverse that trend to protect the Jamaican dollar. If you hold long-term bonds, you will have to watch the BOJ's next move very closely, as any hint of a rate hike will put downward pressure on the bond prices. On the flip side, the JSE Main Market has been showing remarkable resilience. Prime Minister Holness recently emphasized at the JSE conference that Jamaica is no longer in emergency stabilization mode. This institutional stability is our shield. While the news is grim, the Jamaican economy is currently in a recovery phase. This means that there is high demand for construction and infrastructure, making companies like Caribbean Cement potentially more resilient to global shocks than those purely dependent on imported consumer goods. There is also the safe haven play to consider. When missiles fly in the Middle East, the US dollar typically strengthens. This could put immediate pressure on the Jamaican dollar exchange rate, which has been appreciating slightly over the past few weeks. If you have been sitting on the sidelines, looking at the JSE US dollar market or the USD denominated mutual funds, This global uncertainty might be the catalyst to finally balance your current exposure and protect your purchasing power. Right now, the best move is not to sell everything in a frenzy. Instead, look at your cash-heavy positions. The market is currently pricing in a risk premium of about $10 per barrel on oil. If this conflict remains targeted, as some analysts hope, this premium might evaporate quickly. But if we see a full-time blockade or a wider regional war involving the Gulf states, the volatility is just beginning. Stay calm, keep your eyes on the Bank of Jamaica's March 31st announcement, and remember that real wealth is often built by staying rational when everyone else is reacting to the headlines. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think will happen to Jamaica in the coming days as a result of this current war with Iran. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, my fellow investors, quick update. Money Talk JA now has a newsletter. Hit the link at the top of the description to sign up to join our growing community and make sure that you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and click the link on screen now to watch another Jamaican content. Catch you in the next one.